Scary true stories from the internet. Number 1. The Mall.
About 15 years ago, I was friends with this guy that ran a LAN centre. He would host gaming parties on Saturday nights, and usually it would be packed with people. The place was located inside an old shopping mall, and you had to access it through the back door where the night security guard would let you in and out. So, this Saturday, we all go and are just having a blast playing games. I decide to go for a food and drinks run before all the restaurants close. So I take everyone's order, collect some cash and head out the back door. The back door is locked. So I wait a minute and then call out for the guard. He quickly appears from behind the door of his office and lets me out. I go and come back and he's waiting for me. He opens the door and I go back to the LAN centre. The weekend ended, and on Monday I decide to go hang out at the LAN centre for a few minutes after school. I walk in the mall and there's cops everywhere and an awful stench. The shops were closed and the cops wouldn't let me stay, so I decided to go back home. That night, the news reported that there was a murder at that shopping mall. A lady that managed the place found out that one of the security guards was stealing, and that after she confronted him, he killed her and stuffed her in garbage bags inside his office. The murder took place the past Saturday, and forensics estimated the time of her death at around 9 to 10 p.m. After the newsman said this, my heart stopped. The TV showed a picture of the murderer, and I immediately recognised it. It was the night guard that let me in and out of the back door. I get the shivers just from thinking about this. The time of death overlaps the time I went out for the food run that Saturday night, and the back door was just a few feet away from the office in which the murder took place and the body was found.
Number 2. The Light.
I used to live alone in a small one-bedroom upstairs apartment. At night, when I was either in bed or in the bathroom, I would hear someone walking across my little living room floor toward the balcony and back again. When it first started happening, I was too scared to do anything other than cower under the covers. My friend, who lived in the apartment downstairs, would hear it as well when staying the night. One evening, I came home pretty late, climbed the stairs, unlocked and opened my front door, only to freeze in the doorway. You know that awareness you have when other people are in the room with you or nearby? That gut sense, how you just know someone's there. I had that unshakable feeling that someone was in my apartment. And the light to the tiny balcony, which I never used, was on. I don't know what I was thinking, but I quickly turned on the lights, took a deep breath, and ran into the open kitchen for a knife. It was that real to me. From there, I could see that there was no one on the balcony. That left the bedroom, bathroom, and closet. Not sure why, but the closet was the scariest place to check. I have no clue how to fight with a knife, but I think a big part of me already knew I would not find a living person in my apartment. And I didn't. Nor did I see anything that night. It was just that undeniable feeling, and it stayed with me for years. Feelings prove nothing, but I know for a fact I didn't turn that light on. And the footsteps continued until I moved out.
Number 3. The cabin.
My wife's family owned cabins along the Delaware River that the whole family would use at different points during the year. We were up there with her cousin and his wife, who are about the same age as us. They get into a fight, and her cousin went on a walk to cool down, while the rest of us are hanging out at the cabin. A few hours go by, and my wife and her cousin's wife are getting worried about him. So they ask me to go and check on him before it gets dark. I walked down the dirt road that all of the cabins were on, which is about a mile long, looking for him, with no luck. At the edge of the dirt road is a nature preserve with hiking trails. I walk a few feet in and call out for him, and off in the distance I hear a voice say, "Over here." So I go in a little further and call out again, asking him to come back, and all I hear is, "Over here," off in the distance again. So I'm a little annoyed at this point and start walking down the trail where I hear the voice calling. And as I keep calling, it starts to get a little closer. By then, the sun was setting and it was starting to get dark. So I yelled out one last time to come back to the cabin. And then I hear, "Come here, come here." I'm getting freaked out because of the darkness. So I turn around and head back to the cabin, figuring he's an adult and can take care of himself. When I get back to the cabin, he is sitting there, and they can see the look of astonishment on my face. I tell them about what just happened, and we sit there and wonder what would have happened if I had found the source of the voice who was trying to lead me into the woods at night.